So this is me indirectly talking to my younger self. I really wish I knew these things before getting married. Hi everyone, you're welcome back to my channel. If you're new to the channel, I am Ivy Akum. In this video, I'm going to be talking about 10 things I actually wish I knew before I got married. We are in the month of April, which marks my wedding anniversary. It's actually 3 years down the line. So throughout this month, I'm going to be covering a lot of topics concerning marriage, especially young marriages. Before getting married, my parents, my relatives, my elder ones, people around me, they gave a lot of advice concerning marriage. I was really loaded with a lot of counsel before getting into marriage. But as a young girl, there are certain things that people will tell you, your parents will tell you, your elders will tell you, and you just be like, okay, yes. You are listening, but you don't really take that to the core. Like, you don't really digest exactly what it means. I got married at the age of 25. That was young, though not so young, but it was still young. I still had a lot of youthful thoughts and tendencies, a little bit of childishness, if I must say. At that time when I got married, I was a student counselor. Like, I was studying guidance and counseling. What will you tell me that I didn't know? What will you tell me that we haven't been told in our training course? I know what marriage is all about. My parents have spoken to me. My siblings have spoken to me. I have personal experiences. And besides that, I'm a guidance counselor. Come on. And I couldn't be more loaded, please. The idea of me spending the rest of my life with my better half, come on. I was just really so excited. I just feel like there are many young people out there who this piece of information may be of help to them. The first thing I wish I knew before getting married was, I wish I knew that I as a partner, I as a wife, I have to learn my spouse's love language. You are an individual and your partner is an individual. There's no way you both can have the same love language. The way a person communicates his or her feelings, the way someone expresses the love he or she feels inside. Before getting married, it's so important for you to know your partner's love language. Before getting married, I knew my partner so well. But to be honest, I hadn't learned his own love language, and I also think he too hadn't learned mine. And that alone was responsible for a lot of misunderstandings we used to have. If you do not know your partner's love language, you always feel like your partner is not doing enough. For example, one person's love language can be physical contact, availability, quality time, and the other person's love language may just be the act of giving. Now, this person whose love language is just the act of giving, okay, whenever he or she carries out the act of giving to the partner, he or she feels like, wow, I've expressed my love in a very nice way. And the other partner will be like, I feel empty. He or she is not showing enough love to me. Are you getting what I'm saying? It's really important to understand your partner's love language. When I just got married and I hadn't really understood my partner's love language, sometimes I'll be like, you know what? You're not showing me enough love. You know what? I feel like you're not doing enough. And sometimes he too will be like, you know what? You're not showing me enough love. And I was like, really? I'm doing everything I can. Like, really? When I'm giving in my all. And he too will be like, really? When I'm giving in my all. So I came to realize that I have been misunderstanding my partner has been misunderstanding me, and we haven't been really appreciating each other because we didn't really understand each other's love language. The second thing I wish I knew before getting married is, your marriage can't survive on love alone. Love is just about, let's say, 30% of what your marriage needs to survive. Marriage entails so many other things for it to work. It's not just about love. The third thing I wish I knew before getting married is, marriage is not an end. Rather, it's a beginning. This is something I knew even before getting into marriage. I subconsciously didn't really accept that concept. You know, when I got married, I was like, wow, this is it. Now I don't have to do anything. I just have to relax and be taken care of. Sister. Honestly, the moment you say I do, That's the moment when your real life starts. That's the moment when you need to start being a woman. And being a woman is not easy. It involves carrying a lot of responsibilities on your shoulders, which is not at all easy. Marriage is all about work, 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 and work. I'm not talking about physical work like you go to the farm, you work. No, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about working together with your partner to ensure that you both have a good relationship and a good home. The fourth thing I wish I knew before getting married is forgiveness and apologies should be part of you. Because honestly, you spend all the time doing that. Either you wrong your partner or your partner will wrong you. And if you wrong your partner, you have to apologize. And if your partner wrongs you and apologizes, you have to forgive. This was something that I was always being told, but I was just like, okay, because before getting married, apologizing for me, it was really a great deal. Reality hit me, and I knew that I have to take forgiveness and apology as part of me. The fifth thing I wish I knew before getting married is you have to know that you are not marrying a man alone. You're marrying a family. You're marrying a whole family. You're marrying a whole community. Partners' community are going to be part of you, whether you like it or not. Balancing two families is really a hard transition to go through, because two separate families from two separate settings, two separate backgrounds, two separate upbringings, two separate, thoughts and beliefs, and you have to bind that all together to form one. It's not easy integrating every part of it. You can't control how your spouse's family members will react towards you. Are going to receive you. Some are going to love you and accept you, and with some people, it's not just going to flow. I finally came to realize that you have no control over how your spouse's family are going to treat you, but you can control how you and your spouse handle this conflict. My parents always told me, my relatives always told me, when you're getting married, you're marrying a whole family. Yes, I knew, I heard, but it's totally a different ballgame when you're really faced with the situation. The next thing I wish I knew before getting married is the first year of marriage is the most important. Let's say the first and second year of marriage. During this time, you and your partner have to do the most to live the most beautiful memories, spend the most time you have together, have fun in the best ways you like, do the most exciting things together. Because the following years are never going to be the same as the first year. Why? The following years may start coming with children. Once children are involved, it's a different ball game altogether. The time is limited, the finances are limited, etc., etc. I wish I really knew this before getting married. Even though I don't have any regrets, I had a lot of good times with my partner, I had a lot of fun, but I just feel like I would have done more. Yeah, I'm crazy like that. And the first year is the most important year in which you should build the foundation of your marriage. The seventh thing I wish I knew before getting married is your spouse is not going to complete you. Because that feeling of fulfillment should come from you, should come from your own achievements, not from another person. It's said that the two shall become one. Yes, it's true, you both work in unison, but the truth is, you are not the same person. There's still that aspect of individuality. The eighth thing I wish I knew before getting married is you won't always feel in love all the time. Trust me, it's not going to be like those Cinderella stories. It's not going to be like those Filipino movies we watch. Sometimes your partner is going to piss you off so much such that you start asking yourself, am I really in love with this person? But those things are normal. It's impossible for two people to live in the same house and not have misunderstandings. Ninth thing I wish I knew before getting married is you are going to lose a lot of friends, either by your cause or by their own cause. Not because of any kind of problem, but it just happens like that. It's either they drift themselves away from you or you drift yourself from them without even knowing. Maybe you get so tied up with the new responsibilities you have as a married person that you do not put in enough time again for your friendships without even knowing. So I feel like it's really a sad thing. The last and not the least thing I wish I knew before getting married is Make the most of the time you have to spend with your siblings, your parents, and your family as a whole. Because once you get married, you are really going to miss those times. When you all grow up and finally separate, you now start seeing how precious that time you guys were together was. Sometimes I just wish we all could be young again, come together, play like children. But it's just not possible anymore. If you're a young and unmarried person watching this, do not take the time you spend with your family for granted, because time runs so fast. There is something which is really important that most people don't really consider important: marriage counseling. I knew the importance of marriage counseling. I am a guidance counselor, but for some reason I didn't actually go in for professional counseling. I just felt like the counseling given to us by our parents is enough. Before marriage, after doing the medical test and everything, another thing which is very important is going in for marriage counseling. Professional marriage counselors is very important, because they are going to decode all these details to you and your partner. They are going to unravel a lot of things to you and your partner. But you should be very careful when choosing a counselor for your marriage, because nowadays there are so many self-acclaimed people out there who do more harm than good. So you have to be really careful before making your choice. So I think I'm going to end here for today. Please stay tuned for more videos. Thank you all so much for watching, and see you all in my next video.